Broadcasting from the Teddy Belanger Memorial Studio in Rome, New York. Welcome into episode 104 of the Avetts and Beyond. My name's Todd Emanuele. You got Ryan Boyles over that way. Which way is he? Is that way? I can never remember that on the YouTube, which side you're on.
My green screen's being weird, so I have no
Yeah,
arms
mine's
unless I
always
get
weird
really
too.
up close.
My hands disappear. So Ryan and I were not at Red Rocks this year, but our guest, who's back for his what's this, your third time on
I
the
think
show?
it's third. Yep.
Yeah, third time on the show. He was at Red Rocks all 3 days, and last year he did an update after Red Rocks, gave us the lowdown on everything that happened, and he's back again this year. Dale Martin is here. Dale, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for inviting me. Happy to be
Of
here.
course, you're a fun guest to have on because you know lots of stuff, and you tell us good stories, and we like that. So Red Rocks, broad spectrum. How was it this year? I already know the answer because I followed along, but seemed pretty good.
No, I really enjoyed it. It was a very good year. But I will say one thing that surprised me, you know, I saying disappointment would be like overstating it, but I did not get any new Avett Brothers songs at Red Rocks this year. None.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Wow, that is interesting though.
But it's because we went to so many shows before Red Rocks,
right.
and
I mean, how many
they've,
shows have you been to this year?
I think 12, yeah.
This year you've been to 12 shows.
It's either 11 or 12.
I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, thanks. I don't feel
That's
bad
a lot
for
of
me
shows.
either. That's why I said, like, saying that's disappointing is overstating it, but it was a little surprising.
That is
we
surprising because you
we
think they
did
would have pulled out some kind of deep cut or
well. They
something.
did. They did.
They
Played.
did, right?
Yeah, they played Feltray. Like I had never seen that before. Beacon Skiff. I mean, and
I was gonna say we just got that at Beacon Skiff.
yep, and I'd have to look at the set list. I feel like there are a few others that it's the second time I heard it this year. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Speaking of,
Second time within a month, basically.
Mr. Tim was kind enough to put together the event breakdown of all the Red Rocks set lists, and it looks like a nice pinwheel for each night.
It looks very, very nice. Yeah, and so Spell of Ambition, I love that they played it. I haven't seen it in forever, but it was the second time, right? So
right.
We've been to a lot of shows. I think Sunday was like my 79th show, and I don't really, a lot of people are really into those numbers games. It's not about that for me. Like I'm not gunning for 100 or like, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. But just the fact is we've been to a lot of shows, so we've seen a lot of deep cuts over the years. So.
Definitely been lucky to see that many shows here. I mean, Ryan's over 100, you're at 79, I'm at 5. But that doesn't say.
Yeah, but I was just about to say, Todd, you have gotten some real deep cuts at the shows you've been to.
I really have.
So somehow you have the magic touch. I feel like we need to be following you to your next show.
Okay, well, it's not going to be for a while, unfortunately. But my first show, I got like Matrimony. I hear people saying that's like their chase song. They always are looking for that, and I got that at my first show.
And I've got a gripe about it, and that is that Todd was recording with video that night and he did not record that, and nobody did. It's not, you cannot find that. You cannot find it.
I was too busy singing along with some of the songs that I wish popped up that no one took videos of. There was what was the other one? Shoot, I can't think. What's the Merle Haggard song that they cover?
Mama Tried.
Yeah, Mama Tried. They played Mama Tried. And someone will record that. I wanted to sing along with it, and then no one recorded it, and it's not anywhere. I'm like, man.
Yeah, well, it's funny because my wife went to that show. I think that was the year that we both had, we had tickets for both of us. Actually,
you went the night after.
Yeah, so Mary Kat and I were all supposed to go to both nights.
Yeah.
And then Kat got COVID.
Oh,
and
geez.
Mary and I both had it, like, in the previous however many months. Neither of us had any symptoms. I'm sure we tested. So anyway, one of us stayed home each night with Kat, right? And
I remember that story.
Yeah,
and I only went the one night.
Yeah, and Mary, messages me like they played Matrimony, and then like I'm like, no.
And if you were there, you would have recorded it.
Definitely. I would have at least tried. Occasionally, there's a glitch, but I would have tried.
So I'm going to throw this out there now since you mentioned your name, Kat, your daughter, Kat, who I got
Yes.
to meet at Beacon Skiff. You guys are an awesome family, by the way. Such nice people. It was really fun to hang out with you the first night. We didn't get to really see each other night two that much. But Kat, turns out she was the 1,000th follower of the Avets and Beyond on Facebook. And I had said months ago, whenever we get to 1,000 followers, I'm going to give something away to that person. And I'm like, well, look at that. It's someone I actually know. And I gave her a choice of multiple prizes, and she chose a poster. I sent her a Miles Sang poster, and it's supposed to show up tomorrow, I think. So
All right.
and hopefully she's waiting by the mailbox anxiously. But that was cool that it turned out that it was her. And yeah, thank you, Kat, for being number 1,000. Is she really excited? She seemed pretty excited about the whole thing, but maybe she wasn't.
She is actually excited. She is like, I said something about the poster, and she goes, "Todd told me it's coming Wednesday." Like, she's excited.
Oh, so yeah, tracking says Wednesday, but who can't really trust that all the
I
time.
That's a nice giveaway. That was a nice gesture.
Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to do something. Yeah, at first it was I had a swept away, what do you call it? Book.
Playbill. Yeah.
Playbill. Thank you. And it was signed. It's signed by all the main characters and a few other guys from the show. But she's like, "Well, I was there and I already have one. What else do you have?" So I
Yep.
ran down a list and I had some posters, and she picked the one she liked, and it made me happy to send that to someone because we had so many people follow the show. So so thank you to Kat for being number 1,000 over there, and we're past 1,000 now. I gotta do something for the 2,000th follower now. Whenever we get to that someday, some year. All right, so back to
it'll accelerate. It'll accelerate. Don't worry.
Yeah. So back to Red Rocks. Do we want to talk about more like what songs they played? I remember you did like an in-depth breakdown last year, and I thought that was a lot of fun. You want to go through it again? Can we zoom in on that? I can't see that at all.
I don't know if
I'm zoom. If you
can zoom.
If you can zoom on your browser if you wish.
Flipping tabs. Hang on.
Oh, whoa! I just made it smaller.
Yeah. I went back is what happened. Sorry. These live demos, I'm telling you, it's dangerous.
Yeah, there we go. All right, can you see it? I don't need to see it.
I mean,
I see little tiny words.
I'm using Firefox, Ryan, and on Mac.
And this, I will try. I'll see if I can do better. Hang on. Here we go.
My normal tricks aren't working.
Ryan's like the master of StreamYard, so that's why I said you came on before he came on, and I'm like, I can't do anything but talk with you because he has all the controls. It's his thing.
I can zoom. 74 songs, 7 repeats.
74 songs. How many repeats? He must have that listed.
It's loading. Look at that.
There was a couple of repeats, right?
Several
repeats.
It looks like on the live that it is frozen in that center pane.
I think we may have crashed the database for the first time.
Oh no. Sorry, Tim.
But I like that the progress indicator says I am a breathing time machine. That's nice.
That's a good feature.
I appreciate that. I also just want to comment on the fact that I love Maz when he does the posters. And my wife is not a fan, but I would buy every single one if I could. I've got an uncut from Wilmington on one of the walls in my house.
That's cool.
So let's see here.
I saw he showed up at Sam Austin's place out there. Dale, did you get to go to that?
I did go to it. I didn't know he was there.
That's really cool.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best here to zoom in on night one.
I think it's frozen.
Oh, yeah? It's not doing anything for you?
It's not doing any. We're still looking at the same picture.
Well, I'm going to start over again.
And Dale, while we're waiting, let me ask you this question now.
Yes.
Scott has seemingly been wearing a lot of Avett merch lately during the shows. My question is this. Do you think he keeps wearing the merch because he's a good salesman, or do you think he forgot to bring clothes on this leg of the tour?
So we've made this observation. Okay. He wears the same pair of pants every show. At least he has for 11 or 12 shows because there's red paint on them. So
You
maybe
have
it's,
indicators.
maybe it's good luck. Maybe they're his good luck pants.
There is
You know,
show pants.
It's superstition. There's superstition involved.
maybe could be, or maybe they're
Or he
just
just
really
didn't bring
really
clothes
comfortable,
with him.
or
I
maybe
think
he
the
doesn't
laundry
bring
thing
clothes.
there may be a thing there with
It's
not
something to do with
remembering to bring a
laundry room, you're
suitcase.
saying? So it's an injury.
Yeah.
So I have a different theory. I heard that there was some sort of interaction where he has been planting merch in his kids' rooms or in their closets or something to try to get them. I don't know. I don't know why, but I heard some. I heard like half a story, third hand, that there's some in joke with his family that's involved in this or something.
Okay.
His maybe having fun with his
Well, that's
his
funny.
kiddos. I don't know if that's true or not. I will have to dig it up, but I heard
And
something to that effect.
somebody did tell me that his family was there at Red Rocks. I didn't see them, but like sitting in one of those, up by the soundboard or whatever. Apparently, one night, like his wife and at least one of his kids was there. But
Well, I did see Joe Kwan's daughter
yeah,
was jamming
Yes.
hard off to the side. That was pretty cool
yeah,
video.
That was
yeah.
very cool.
We were that night. We were on Joe's side. We were on the 8th row, and we looked down, and there's this backdrop type thing off the side of the stage. But like she's so short, you could see her underneath it dancing around. It was really
wow.
cute. It was really cute.
Yeah, he really seemed to enjoy having her there. That's for sure. But
Mhm. All right,
So
back to the
tell us
set
about
list.
the Ryan Adams cover, because a lot of people were kind of surprised or pleasantly surprised by that. But how did that go?
Oh, it was really cool. I have never, you're gonna kill me, but like I've never listened to Ryan Adams, and I know a lot of people love him, and then I've like also know about he's been canceled and Mandy Moore and all that stuff. Like that's what I know about him. So when
Mhm.
that started up, I started recording it. I mean, I usually my strategy usually is like I'm gonna start recording every single song and decide in the first 10 seconds, like, am I recording this or not, right?
Yep.
And so I started it, and I'm like, I don't know what this is, so I'm going to keep it going. You know what I mean? And then I just heard after the show that it was a Ryan Adams cover. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Like I haven't gone back and listened to the original song yet. You can imagine there was some talk the next day about, oh, Ryan Adams, should they be covering Ryan Adams? And there,
I guess I'm out of the loop and
me too. I
maybe
didn't know
really,
that.
but anyhow, it just goes to show that also my wife was confused if it also who is Ryan Adams, because she was like, is it Brian Adams or
no, that's funny. That's
she thought that's what she was like imagining. I was like, no, it wasn't The Boys of Summer.
I'm
right.
familiar with Ryan Adams. I didn't realize he was canceled or anything like that. I must have missed that whole thing.
Yeah, so, allegations that he wasn't the nicest person to Mandy Moore, let's put it that way. And I don't know what else, but like, um, I mean, whatever. I obviously like am sensitive to those kinds of issues. I would never condone it, but like, I also like, I still listen to Van Morrison. He's been canceled, and I mean, I feel like there's degrees of things. You separate the art from the artist, all that kind of stuff, right?
Right. Well, you kind of have to. So you say you didn't get a new Avetts song, but you did get a new song with that Ryan Adams
Oh
song.
yeah, I mean, like I got several new songs, several new covers, but yeah, but no new Avett songs. So again, I feel like that sounds too much like complaining, because it's not. Like those were, it was kind of funny to me. Like after the second night, somebody else that has been to a ton of shows were like, these set lists were great, but I was expecting some deeper cuts, and I go, if you went to any show at any venue in this entire country and you got either one of those set lists, you would be raving about it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I
know?
almost feel like Red Rocks. I tried not to pay attention because I didn't want to hear anything negative, or you know what I mean. And I wasn't there,
Yeah,
so it's not like I was really going to experience good or bad. But I just don't get knocking on set lists. Period. When you're in a place like that, like Todd and I have talked about this over and over, how like any show you're at is a blessing, and almost like Red
Yeah.
Rocks has this mystique about it that you're it's almost like some people's expectations can't be met no matter what, and that's
That's
kind of sad to me.
That's exactly it.
that was, I guess, kind of my point, was like they were incredible set lists, and I was happy for it, but people's expectations are very high. And then, another thing that we can talk about is like there were all those 100th shows, right? And so,
Right.
Yep.
people would put in requests for deep cuts. I actually don't know if any of them got played.
I think one of
And
them did.
okay,
Didn't one of
Yeah.
them?
I
I know
don't know.
whatever
I
Jack
just
Jack
wasn't-
asked for did not get played. I know that.
yeah.
Wow.
And again, I don't know.
These-
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, in totality, though, so much goodness.
Yeah. Again, like I've literally said, so many times they should play what they want to play. Like they should play whatever they're into, because that's going to be
Yep.
the best show. Like they're going to have a good time, and that will feed that positive energy into the crowd, right? I mean, and the crowd
Absolutely.
will respond. So yeah.
I mean,
Totally
I'll
cool.
never ever complain about being at a show and what they're playing, because I'm just happy to be there. They could play Ain't No Man every single song, and I'd still be happy just to be there and experience that, because that's never been done before.
Well, you would be in luck, because that is a song they played all 3 nights. But
There you go.
beyond that, Dale, what were the standouts for you personally?
Yeah, so I already mentioned like Spell of Ambition. I was
Yep.
super, super pumped when they played that. I actually really like when they play February 7. Like I was happy. They played Clearness. I always enjoy that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Life. Okay, so yeah,
Yes, that's an
I
awesome closer.
we've seen, again, yeah, we've seen that like probably 5 times in, like the 11 years or whatever, but it was such a great version of it. I don't know if either of you saw the video I took of it. Like
I haven't
it's
watched
definitely
it.
that's definitely my best video of the weekend. Like it's
Cool.
one of those where as I was taking it, I'm like, this looks like it's going to be pretty good, and I watched it before I published it, and it was like, yeah, it honestly brought a tear to my eye, like how beautiful it was. So
That's
Yeah.
cool. Now that's one song that I've always wanted to get. And when we were just at Beacon Skiff, it got cut from the set list both nights.
yeah.
Both nights. I was kind of bummed about that, but I didn't complain, because I don't complain about set lists.
Right. Again, like they cut it for whatever reason.
Right.
It was the right thing to do, I'm sure, right?
It's not my decision. Whatever. It was cool to see it on there, but I'm like, man, they could have played it once.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. All right. So then,
Uh,
night 2, I loved that they played November Blue and Denouncing back to back, and like
Yeah.
cool.
That's always good.
I heard that they sound checked it that way. I don't know. That's like a Tim question of how often they've done that, but I hadn't ever seen that before.
I think I have been to a show where they did that.
Mhm.
I think that's a special way to do it for sure.
Mhm.
Tim would know the actual answer for how
Kim
many.
is also Kim, my wife, is like, that's her, November Blue is up there, top 3 song, and then when you put those two together, it's special.
Yeah, and I think November Blue is interesting because, like, if you go listen to old recordings, like my favorite version of it, that is easily accessible on the streaming services. There's a Pickathon CD, like from 2007, 2008, that they play on it. I love that version of it, but like it's definitely it's not, they're not screaming, but it's like that loose, old sound of theirs. And you
There's a
listen to
version
it.
on Spotify too that's an old live recording, and I can't
Yeah,
remember. November Blues, I think it's called on Spotify.
yeah,
You look
that's
for
like
it.
it's like
It's a
the
cool
first or
old version.
it's the second or third live album I think has got it
Yeah,
also.
I can't remember, but I
Yeah,
love that version.
yeah. But like you see it live now, and it's like a whole different thing with like all the strings, and their voices are so good now. Like I can't remember if we talked about it last time. My theory is that Scott has taken a lot of voice lessons over the last 5 years. I have a few reasons for thinking that, but like part of it is because his singing has gotten so good,
Mm.
So it's like a different thing. Like I don't know if you've seen SSS. I feel the same way about that. Like you hear the live version of SSS that they do now, and it's just like next level. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's better. It's just like a different. It's almost like a different song. You know what I mean?
It's polished.
Yeah.
They're much more polished. But I think Seth, what did Tanya tell me? He was taking piano lessons. Like he's working on like classical piano and wants to put out a classical piano album. She told me that last year.
That's cool. I mean,
Was that
again,
might have been the first time she was on. She told me about that.
the
But I don't know about the voice lessons.
I also really loved "I Am Loving You" the first night. Like that, by the way, is like the first song that I really truly loved. You know, I'd say "Pretty Girl from Chile" is the first song that really got my attention by them, and then like "I Am Loving You," like first song that I like. Just listening to their albums, I really love that song, and that's another one of those they could play it every single night, and I would be pumped. You know, every time. But they did that, you know, this year they've been doing this thing where Scott starts playing like some little piano intro thing, and then Seth comes over and he starts playing, and they're both playing, and then they're like,
yeah,
you
there's a
know,
whole interaction thing going on that's different
right.
now.
Yeah, and Seth played a very long introduction to it. It's very pretty. I recorded that also if you want to watch it. But
Nice.
I haven't watched any of the videos you took this year.
Yeah.
The only one I've seen was a live thing that you put on Facebook.
Yeah.
That was looking directly up your nose.
Yes. Thanks for bringing
Not your
that
best
up.
work.
Thanks for bringing it up. I knew you
I'm
would.
sorry.
I knew you would. And so now I feel like I have to explain that. Okay, so
it's a classic Dale Martin video.
Yeah, you noticed I deleted it. So
oh, did you? I didn't.
Yeah, I eventually figured out how to. By the way, like for a few years I've been doing like this mindfulness stuff, you know what I mean? Like trying to learn how to get out of my own head. And I like after that happened, I was feeling very embarrassed for a minute. Like, this is like just telling you how I felt. Okay, like
it was funny.
It's the old man moment, you know. Like my kids are gonna think I'm so dumb or whatever. But here's how it happened. So they were playing "I Am Loving You" on Sunday night also, and I thought, oh, it'd be fun to go live in Rejects and do the "I Am Loving You" part. You know what I mean? And like kind of like pan up to the place because we're like in the fifth row. That view looking up the audience at Red Rocks when you're in the fifth row, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty cool, you know. And so I go to Rejects, I click the live thing, like I think I'm all ready to go. I hit start. And by the way, I have this other rule, right? Like I've told you about some of my rules when I'm videoing. Like I never put my phone or whatever I'm recording with above my eyes, and you know, like I try very hard not to interfere with anybody else. That includes turning the screen almost all the way down, and I also have a privacy screen on my phone. Do you know what I mean? And so I hit start, and I'm like pointing it at the stage, and I'm like, what am I seeing? Do you know what I mean? Like it took me even a second to understand, like I am looking at my own face, you know. And so it makes sense, I guess, if you're an influencer and you're going to go live, like that it should be on your face because you're about to start ranting about something. But in my old brain, of course, like when I hit start, the camera is going to be the camera. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and then it took me a minute to find the button. So, you know, not a minute, but it felt like a minute. So
well, I'm sad you deleted it. That was it was a classic.
Yeah. Well, and then the thing that was funny is I like 5 minutes later, I'm like, well, maybe I'll redeem myself and go live properly. Okay. And I don't remember what song it was. It would have been Laundry Room. Yeah, it was Laundry Room. And I'm like, oh, I'll do Laundry Room live, right? So I hit the live button. Everything's looking good, you know, like I'm getting a nice video. You would have been happy. But like 10 seconds into it, it goes, connect, you know, error making connection or whatever, and then just stops. And I'm like, okay, Verizon worked just well enough to get the view up my nose.
And that got shared.
You're being throttled for inappropriate content.
Yeah, right. So anyway, all right. Yeah,
it happens to the best of us.
I know. Yeah, actually, it was funny. Nick Robertson came up to me afterwards. He goes, "I did that last week." I was like, "Thanks. Feel better."
We've all done something like that, though. That's the
it's the Wayne's World extreme close. What did they used to do? Extreme close up. Like whoa.
Right. Yeah. So then on Saturday night they played Rejects, which obviously, like I always love that. I love the song. And
Yeah.
I do feel strongly affiliated with Rejects in the Attic. That's been a good group to us over the years. And apparently Tim said it's the 1000th song that they played at Red Rocks, which I thought
Oh,
was
no
cool.
kidding. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, there's no way I think that Scott knows that. I doubt,
Right.
But it was so cool.
It was totally planned that way.
Right.
Yeah. I highly
And
doubt
they
he knew.
played Black Mountain Rag, which again I always enjoy. And Seth had that Richard Petty guitar for that, which I think is
Just
cool.
gonna ask which guitar he played that one on.
Yep.
Because I've seen him play it on Richard Petty and the Dale Earnhardt one.
Yep.
A couple different shows.
I feel like I've seen him play it on one of like his more regular Les Pauls too.
I was gonna say I think I've seen it on a Les Paul too. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had one of my brothers-in-law is a virtuoso mandolin player. Like he's in bands, like you can listen to him, on the streaming services and stuff. And he organizes the Moab Folk Festival. He's like one of the organizers of that in Moab, Utah. And I had sent him a video of Farewell Tryon after I saw it the first time, which I think was in Port Chester. And I really enjoyed that. Like I thought that, again, I'm so happy that they're featuring Tanya, with something else. And so I sent him that video and he like wrote back, "That's really cool. I've heard of that song. People around here don't play it very much. I really like it." And I think Scott's clawhammer banjo is really cool on that, and I'm like, oh, I didn't, I'm not enough of a real musician to know that he was playing clawhammer. So I was watching, and yeah, like he's not got any picks, and it was really cool watching him play that, and I do like that song. So
they've played it 10 times so far this tour.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's just a 2025 thing or if it's here to stay. We'll see.
We'll see. You never know, right? And then they played, again, the encore, Perfect Space, Salvation Song. I mean, come on. Like, it doesn't get any better than that.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Did they play No Hard Feelings all 3 nights?
I think they did. Maybe not.
Earlier in the show, obviously.
Yeah.
Or at least 2 nights.
Maybe not.
Yes.
I don't think that. Did they play it Saturday?
Well, in this, I'm just going by Tim's list, and it looks like they did.
What
7th,
number?
15th, and 7th.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh, 15th. No, Victims of Life.
Oh, sorry, 16.
16th.
But
all right, yeah.
But yeah, interesting that I changed it up.
I have a theory about that.
Ooh, let's hear
it. My theory about that is they love that song, as they should. Like, again, play it every night. I'm fine with it. Like, I love that song. I love singing I Have No Enemies. But don't you think it would be a bummer to watch everybody walking out while you're playing it?
You're right about that.
And so it's predictably the last song people were doing that. Like, I've seen people do that a bunch of times, right? So
they know it's the end, right?
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat the traffic." You know what I mean?
Well, I've heard a lot of people say that they love the song, and then it bums them out when they know that's the last song. There's a certain there is a certain mystique when you sort of don't know the set list and you don't know what's coming, or don't let it be over yet, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it opened up all these other great songs that they've closed with this year, including Salvation Song, and then Sunday night, If It's the Beaches, which I had not seen in a long time. So
yeah,
they've definitely mixed it up this year with ending songs and just everything. It's been great, and you've been to so many shows. I mean, you've gotten to see it firsthand many times. How they've mixed it up.
Yeah, it's been great. It really has been. And by the way, when we bought all those tickets at the beginning of the year, like, we literally had the conversation, like, if the shows are extremely repetitive, like, we'll probably unload some of these tickets, like, just because I mean, it is expensive. Like, it is expensive to travel, and and
definitely.
So if it was kind of like, if we're not loving it, then maybe we'll do something else. But like, that's one thing I always feel like, if you buy tickets to these shows, like, you're never going to have a problem if you need to change something, getting rid of it.
Yep.
So
someone's always looking.
I have a different kind of question to round out the Red Rocks review, which is,
yes.
I thought of a different way to say this. So you're a beer nerd like me. There's an Avett beer group, by the way, that they make a big deal out of certain shows, and Red Rocks is a big meetup for them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you attend that this year?
I did. I went to the meetup all 3 days. It's in the
Nice.
Upper North parking lot, which is also where the Guild line is, and so lots of people hanging out up there, and we always take a few beers to put in the beer swap, and then try something else. So
I gotta say, I really enjoy the beer swaps because my only experience, which is gonna sound weird, was actually doing a beer swap with coworkers when we would. When I used to work for one of the three-letter acronym tech companies, when we would fly to Las Vegas for a conference, we would actually bring and do a beer swap there because that's because of our where we worked. That was sometimes the only time we saw each other in person. So it was kind of a cool thing, but it was usually a dozen people. These meetups, while they've grown, how many people would you say were attending them this year at Red Rocks?
there's got to be at least 40, 50 people there for sure.
Wow. It's amazing.
And
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you for 3 beer recommendations. So night 1, night 2, night 3, no certain order, but give us some beer recommendations of what you think pairs well with Red Rocks.
I don't feel like you can go wrong with either Red Rocks or any beer. Like, you've heard the joke about like bad beer, bad pizza, bad sex. They're all still pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so probably like my go-to favorite recommendation of a beer. We live about 30 minutes from Treehouse Brewing, which is like the 4th highest ranked brewery in the entire country.
Oh, wow.
And they're famous for a beer called Julius, which is like a hazy, New England hazy IPA. It's like the one that defined the genre of beer, you know what I mean? And so yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
All right.
A slightly higher rated brewery in Boston is called Trillium, and I think that's either second or third. And Congress Street, same kind of deal. It's like one of their signature beers. It's another hazy IPA. And then let's go a little more lowbrow for night 3. Dos Equis, like the darker Dos Equis, like
Yeah.
that was some nachos. Like, could it get any better than that?
Amber. So I'll fight you on that one. I always go for the green. They always ask you when you go around here anyway, green bottle or red, green bottle or brown bottle. So I always go for the green, the lager.
Yeah.
But you're right. You can't go wrong with either, I think.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Good choices. I'm just sad, Todd, for both of us that we were not there.
I'm not a big beer guy, unfortunately. So
well, maybe not so much for the beer. But it sounds like
Red
the music
Rocks,
was pretty good. The music sounds like it more than made up for that, even if you're not into that,
Definitely. I got to get out there someday. It's a bucket list. A lot of money to go out there.
Yeah. We didn't do it. We didn't do it until 3, this was our 3rd. And, it was kind of like once we were empty nesters, that felt more doable.
Oh,
right?
I got 2 kids in college right now. So it's tough to justify going to Colorado for 3 concerts when my son's in pharmacy school and it's costing us an arm and a leg.
Yeah, and we never went to the beach. I mean, like it sounds like I'm whining or something, but no, like we just couldn't. You couldn't we just could never justify that. So like the third night again, Feltre. Second time I've seen it, that was awesome. Pretty Girl from Chile, I have not seen in a while. It was a really, really good version of it.
I love that.
I got that one on my first show.
And it's great. Actually, I did too.
Nice.
But Scott plays electric guitar on that. I love it. I love seeing Scott actually get to rock out, which he does like in Orion's Belt, but like that solo is about 10 seconds long. You know what I mean? And Pretty Girl from Chile, like at the electric part at the end, like he came all the way out to the front. He had his foot up on the rail and he is like
I love that.
soloing away. I mean, it was super, super cool. They played Hard Worker, which I like. They played The Weight of Lies, which again, I love that song. It's not like they play it all the time. That was great. They did Here I Am Lord with Jim.
Right.
And my wife grew up in the Catholic Church. Like her grandma had a Catholic funeral. That was the first song they played at her funeral. Like it was, very meaningful. And then they did Signs with Jim, which was obviously super cool. They played Old Joe Clark, which was not good for my tabulation because they have not been playing it that much this year. So I did not put that down.
But Dale, you won.
I won for the all 3 nights.
That's like 2 years in a row.
And then, but I mean, I did terrible Friday night. Like I only got 4 points. I did worse than Jamie Rogers. I mean, come on.
But yet you won for all 3 nights.
Yeah, and then
Still the only person with a perfect score in tabulation. It would be you.
That's true. And then they started the encore with "We're Loved" again. Play it every single night. I will never get sick of that song. I love that. Nothing short of thankful. And if it's the beaches, like again, you cannot complain about that encore. That's incredible, right?
All 4 of those songs, "Living in Love,"
Yep,
"We Are Loved," "Nothing Short of Thankful." That was like quite an epic ending.
Yeah. So yes, I give it all thumbs up.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
and I'll give you one other
three thumbs up. All right.
Yeah. One other little tidbit from Red Rocks too. Like if you look, I'm wearing this Avetts precision welding T-shirt, which is what I wore Friday night. And before we left for the venue, I said to Mary, I'm like, like Jim's often hanging out. I don't know if everybody knows this. I think people who go to Red Rocks know it. Like Jim and Susie often just hang out outside, off the right side of the stage, like out in the audience basically. And often he's holding court, like people can walk up and talk to him and stuff like that. So before the opener even came on, I went down there and they were down there, and I'm like, I'm sorry to bother you, but like this was your company, wasn't it? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, I just happen to have a Sharpie. Do you mind autograph? Do you mind autographing?
No. Trust me. He wants to be bothered.
Oh yeah,
I know. I said to Mary, like, I don't think it's gonna bother him that somebody wants his autograph. I think he'll be fine with that. So
no, he wants to talk to people. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. So you got the T-shirt on right now that he signed for you. Yes, you're gonna wash it? You can't wash that.
It's been washed once already, but now
with the autograph on there.
I guess we need people smarter than us to tell us like what is like a finishing kind of like maybe there's some sort of spray you can put on stuff to not let it wash away. I'm curious myself. I'm pointing to the wrong side. Seth signed this hat in Mexico last year.
That's cool.
And I don't think I'm going to wash the hat, but I've had things where signatures have faded away.
Yep. I'm just not gonna wear it very much. I'm not gonna promise that I won't wear it at all. But like
if you break it out every once in a while, that's no big deal.
Yeah. I mean,
right,
that's my point.
You mentioned Hard Worker. They played that with no puppets at the concert this year, but there was a puppet announcement. Yes. I don't know which night it was, but it looks like some kind of series is actually coming in the works. No idea. Did you hear any rumors of where it's going to be? Is it going to be a YouTube thing? Did you hear any of that? It's homegrown.
I'm going to tell you, like, to me, it looked like it was extremely professionally done.
Right.
Yeah.
I think to me it looked like
it looked like a legit PBS show is coming out to me.
Level. Yeah. I mean, that's what it looked like to me,
but there was swearing in it. It's not going to be on PBS.
Well, that trailer won't be. I mean, Jennifer was in it, like,
right.
It's pretty wild, right? And
it is.
Like Scott was in it, which is cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping, and this is, I don't know if they're going to listen to this episode. They listen to everyone, I'm sure, but
great.
It would be great if there were like Avett super fan celebrity actors featured in this. Like you could have Chris Evans, you could have Mandy, you could have all these people. You could have Colleen Hoover show up. Maybe she writes and directs an episode. I'm full of ideas. That are,
maybe you could do one.
You could be a producer.
Not funded ideas.
You could be a producer.
Right. All I need is a producer credit, y'all.
Do you guys know about like, I guess Ryan, you would, but like at New Year's they had the puppet, like the Avetts out interviewing people. You know about that?
Yes.
Todd, you know about that?
That was really cool.
I saw that.
So like they were interviewing Kat, my youngest daughter, and she just
she's
said, yeah, she's everywhere. Well, I mean, she goes to a lot of shows with us. So like, they asked her if she had seen him before, and she goes, yeah, this is my, I can't remember what it was, like, 47th show, and they're like, 47, they're like, who did you come here with? It's like my parents, and like,
my parents make me come to everyone. That's funny.
Right.
That'd be a good one.
Right. So we were not right there, and so like it was funny, like the puppets, like, we got to talk to her parents, Cat's parents, like, like, yelling for
funny.
us, right? So they went and they came and found us, dragged us, and like we got interviewed, which was fun, and then that went up on the screen before the show. But
oh, nice.
Well, I'm ready for it. I need we need
wait.
some positivity / weirdness in our lives right now. So bring on the Avetts.
Absolutely.
All for it. I really wonder where it's going to end up, what it's going to be on, what they're going to do with it. But I'm here for it for sure. Let's see. So what are you going to see any other bands, or is it like all your money for concerts out the door with all these Avett shows into?
So we do have a ton of tickets for other shows. This year is ridiculous. I don't want to like even speculate. Like, I'm not ever going to do the math, but my attitude this year, like with all the craziness that Ryan just referenced, I'm like, anything we can do and we want to do, like, this is the year to do it, because I don't know what it's going to be like, like,
right.
So yeah, we're going to see the Lumineers this coming Friday night at Fenway, and then the next week is Newport Folk Festival. Mary and I are going all 3 days for that. We're going to go see Tyler Childers. We're going to go see Big Thief. We're gonna go see All Them Witches. Like, I mean, we're going to a lot.
Man. I love All Them Witches. Max Parker turned me onto them, and I saw them in Winston-Salem last fall.
I turned Max Parker onto them.
Look at that! All right,
circle.
It all comes full circle.
We're gonna go see them at Brooklyn Steel too, which I'm excited about. Like, to go to a show there, so that'll be cool. We have some other shows, but maybe they'll come to me later. But anyway, we have tickets for a lot of things.
Ryan, you're going to see some Famous Brothers, right?
Yeah.
This week.
Yep. I'm going. Well, I'm getting on a plane at 0:30 tomorrow to go to Omaha and see their next couple of shows at Omaha and Ozarks.
That'll be cool.
So we're just trying
to. What are you hoping for?
New
Any
places
songs you're hoping for?
I don't know. I'm
You've
happy
seen them
with.
All.
No, that's not it. I'm just saying. The biggest thing we're psyched about is, well, not the biggest thing, I shouldn't say it that way, but Dawes is opening for them.
So yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm excited about that.
I can't remember if you were at Red Rocks last year. Dawes opened for them one night there.
Nope. We saw Dawes at the beach, and we've seen Dawes like outside, just going to see the band, and that sort of thing. But they've been through a time this year.
Yeah.
So I'm happy just to see them back out there doing their thing.
Yeah, that time spent in LA, like re-release that they did with Andrew Bird. Yep. I love that. It's one of my favorite singles of the year. Like, I love Andrew Bird, and I've talked with Dawes. I've talked about Dawes with a lot of other Avett Brothers fans, right? And I don't know if you would agree with this, but like, I feel like it's like people run very hot or very cold on them. And I would say I'm like one of the lukewarm people. I love a bunch of their songs, but like, I haven't found an album that I love, and I am like an old person, so I listen to albums, Having said that,
it is funny to say that, though. Yeah.
Having said that, like, I've seen Taylor Goldsmith a bunch of times at Newport. Like, it seems like he's just kind of there every year doing different stuff, and he's always incredible. You know what I mean? Like, like him as a musician, he's incredible. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say this. I can't name one of their albums either, but I can. If we just turn them on, I know every song. Weirdly,
right.
I don't know what it is. We had a really cool experience where we saw them at a benefit concert, like in Winston-Salem, where I grew up, and they were like doing a co-headliner It wasn't even a co-headliner. They were literally performing each other's songs together on the stage with Bahamas, and it was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
And not only that, but it was a free show just that we happened upon. So
I
really
feel
cool.
like
Like you said, the energy, the performance. If you see them, I find that's true with a lot of people with the Avett Brothers too. Like you can go listen to them on Spotify, and it might not click for you, but you go there live, and you're gonna get the religion.
Different. Totally different.
that's true of
All
my second most seen band, which I'm sure Ryan and I have discussed, which is Clutch. Seen them like 25 times, and like anybody who goes and like puts them on right now, they're going to be like, what is wrong with this person? The singer is ridiculous. Like you can't listen to this. And then you go see them live one time, and it's like those neural connections are made in your brain, and you're like, this singing is perfect for this music. Like it's just how it works. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to see Abe Partridge next week.
Oh,
I'm excited for that.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Him and Jack Barksdale. So
I'm
my
mad
concert.
because I realize they're coming to Greensboro near me, and I'm gonna be out of town on business, so I can't see them.
Did you see Abe's documentary that he put out? His cousin actually put out about his grandfather in World War II. Just got put out yesterday. I posted it on my Facebook page. It's called JJP from Elba, ALA, about his grandfather's canteen from World War II and all the different countries he went to, and he like carved his name into the canteen in all the countries. And then when he went on tour in Europe, he went to every country that his grandfather went to and brought the canteen and like brought it on a second journey.
Oh, wow.
It's such a great documentary. I didn't know it was new, and it got released today, and I like shared it yesterday, and I had to apologize to Abe. I'm like, oops, I saw it on YouTube and I shared it. And here he was doing this whole announcement today about it. Like, I didn't know it was new. That's my bad. But if you get a chance, check it out. JJP from Elba, ALA. It's really good. Abe's a cool guy.
Will.
We had Dale. I don't know if you've paid attention to his music or.
I have not, but I need to.
Yeah, he's probably the coolest person I've ever met in my life.
Also,
cool.
if you're looking for a cool / weird podcast, he has one.
Yes.
Called The Alabama Astronaut.
Yep. Definitely interesting.
Music or
it is music related.
Is music, but it's talking about in context of religion. So
snake handling churches in the South.
I don't want to give more away than that.
Yeah, I don't want to give away more
bizarre.
than that. It's very bizarre, but it's very like it just draws you in. It's very cool. So there you go. You got something new to do this week. Listen to Abe. And,
all right.
Let's do some rapid fire questions because I just looked at the time and like, holy cow, we're not going to have time to talk about any of the music that you picked here. So here we go. Favorite snack at Red Rocks? Dale, go.
Favorite snack at Red Rocks?
Did you eat at Red Rocks?
Or anywhere?
Yeah. The tater tots were good. That's
okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Favorite movie of all time? I always like to ask this one.
Favorite movie of all time? I feel like my standard answer to this is Clerks.
Wow.
Clerks. Good movie.
I got to give you props for that one.
Yeah.
Favorite dinner side dish?
Sadly, it's just probably French fries. I love
tater tots and French fries.
I'm potato state of mind, apparently.
Potato.
Oh, that's funny. Favorite vegetable grown from the ground? No, I'm just kidding. That would be potatoes. That was a joke.
Carrots.
Carrots. There you go. Mix it up. Favorite concert venue?
Favorite concert venue? So my favorite local venue is the Sinclair in Cambridge, Mass.
Okay.
Which is it's like maybe 500 people, but like we've seen many great shows there. We saw Billy Strings there multiple nights. I've seen the Felice Brothers there. I've seen Stephen Malkmus there. It's a great, great small venue. So.
Nice. All right. I like that. Favorite Avett poster artist?
Yeah, that's a
tough one, right?
I can't think of his name. He did the Government Mule poster. He did a couple of the Government Mule posters.
Garrett Moreland?
Is it Garrett?
I think it's Garrett Moreland.
It's the one that's got like it looks like you're tripping on acid, and they've got like almost like skeletal,
Oh
and
no,
they're wearing
that's Miles
Miles
Sang.
Sang.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's my favorite. He's one of my favorites too.
Well, look
Yeah.
at that. You got a Miles Sang poster showing up at your house tomorrow, Dale.
Yeah, I mean, and Kat picked that, by the way. Like she showed me. I was like, that is a good choice. Like,
It's a cool one. It's an
You
odd size
raising
too.
them right.
yeah.
You got to get a different size frame for it. It's not an 18 by 24.
Yeah, that is what I've found. I've actually got a Miles Sang hanging over my desk that you can't see. That yeah.
Is it an odd shape too?
I just stuck it. I've got little gaps on either side. I didn't care. I just stuck it in a poster in a
Nice.
frame.
Favorite concert video that you have ever taken?
Ooh.
It's probably still Smoking Our Lights from Atlanta. We were, yeah, I think we talked about this last time. Like, I've had very good luck with guild tickets, and we were in the front row in Atlanta in 2019.
Okay.
And I had an actual camera with me, which I've stopped doing, by the way, but like I had a camera with me. Joe Williams had requested Smoking Our Lights for her 70th show. She asked me, like, if they play that, will you please record it? And I was just like in the perfect spot. It was like they were cooperating. And the reason I stopped shooting with a camera is because like the image stabilization just is not good enough. Like, and I felt like my videos were bothering me because they were too shaky, but somehow like I just locked in on that, and I just think it's a great video. So
Awesome. All right. And last, I'm going to ask, what's your favorite state to visit outside of Massachusetts? That one doesn't count because that's where you live.
I gotta say Tennessee probably.
Any
Yeah.
reason?
Wow.
My dad lives outside of Knoxville on Tellico Lake, and
Okay.
so we go there. It's a vacation. Go spend the week on the lake, and I also I also ride a motorcycle, and so motorcycling does not get any better than Eastern Tennessee. Like all
Okay.
the foothills for the Smokies and all that. So
Very cool. All right. So you picked some music for the show that we're going to get to play. You picked 3 songs, so we probably
yeah.
get them in. Tell me what you picked and why.
All right. So the first one was the Avett Brothers song, "Spell of Ambition." I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why they have not released the studio version of it. I think it's interesting because they've been playing it for years and years. Like if you go, I think it's on like the Big Orange studio sessions from 2009, and like I'd heard it many times before I ever heard them play it live, and they play it live very occasionally. I just think it's a beautiful song. And I've heard a pretty substantiated rumor that they did record it for True Sadness. I will never figure out why they didn't release it. But it's a great song.
All right. So that's one. What else?
That's one. I don't remember what order I gave them to you, but then
That's okay.
the Lumineer song, "So Long," which is the last song on their new album, on the album that came out this year.
Okay.
I just think it's a really rocking song, and I don't know what you guys think. I feel like there have been many, many great albums released in 2025, like a very unusual number of great albums have come out this year. And I
Good
count,
thing.
yeah, I know. And I count that as one of them. Like I really like that new Lumineers album. And I think that people that like the Avett Brothers would like that song. It's kind of rocking, but it's still like a little bit Americana,
Okay.
And then the last one, I had to flip a coin between 2 different Mountjoy songs. So again, the Mountjoy album that came out in 2025, Hope We Have Fun. Oh my God, it is such a great album. I love their whole catalog, but their first album, like I just thought that will never be surpassed, like because there's so many great songs on it. But like this is their 4th album. It's so good. Like I feel like it actually maybe is better.
Nice.
And so there are 2 songs that I would recommend. The one that I didn't put down is called "In the Middle," but that's a super cool song. Like to me, it feels almost like a teeny bit like it could be on "Dark Side of the Moon," which is interesting. The song I did pick is called "Lucy," and it's a great song. When we saw him at Green River Festival a few weeks ago, and he introduced the song. He said that they had a fan who had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. She decided not to fight it, and just was making a big point of seeing them as many times, like going to see them again, like, you know what I mean? And the song's about that. It's not a bummer of a song. It's kind of like almost like a celebration. I mean, there's aspects of it that are, if you think about it, it's a bummer, you know what I mean? But it's kind of a celebration of what a badass she was, you know?
That's cool. Can't wait to hear it. So
Yeah.
we'll check that out. All right. Well,
Yes.
we are out of time. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, go check out Dale's videos on YouTube. So youtube.com, is that right? /@DaleMartin?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay. Dale's
I
got,
hope
how many videos do you have on there? Like 2
it's
million, 3 million?
over 1,000. Yeah.
A lot of videos, all good stuff.
You asked me that last time. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember what I asked you last time.
Not
That's
enough.
fine.
Am I supposed to keep track of that stuff? I don't know.
Am I? I don't know.
Follow the Avetts and Beyond on Spotify. If you haven't, look at Ryan. He's giving me all these cues to say here to wrap up the show. But thank you, Dale, for coming on. I'm sure we'll see you down the road again somewhere, either at a show or next year after Red Rocks. We'll get another Red Rocks review with Dale Martin. Thank you, Dale. See you later.
Thank you so much. Take care.